Hi, welcome to One Acadiana's Candidate Conversation Series. I'm Keely McGivney. This is Andre Bro here on the team at One Acadiana. We're bringing you candidate conversations so that you can get to know those who are running to represent you for office across Lafayette Parish.
That's right. And for this conversation, we're joined by Joshua Edmond, candidate for Lafayette Parish School Board District 3. Joshua, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it so much.
Well, let's get started with the basics. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your background in the community.
All right, my name is Joshua Edmond. I'm 48 years old. As of a couple of days ago, I made 48. Um, my main job is I'm the assistant manager of maintenance and facilities at UL Lafayette, but I hold a bunch of different hats in the community. I'm a board member of Habitat for Humanity. I'm the president of Oasis Community Coterie. I'm the mentor chair for the 100 Black Men of Greater Lafayette. I'm also the co-founder of the All for One Foundation, and I'm a life coach with the Drug Court Reentry Program for 15 JDC led by Judge Valerie Garrett.
Well, great. It's great getting to know you a bit more, and happy late birthday.
Thank you.
So that leads well into our next question. Sharing that about your background, what inspired you to run for school board?
Well, what inspired me was that it was a different amount of things that inspired me, but my main focus was that I got 12 grandkids and possibly a 13th grandkid coming soon in a couple of weeks. So I got 9 grandkids and 1 daughter that's still in school. So it's just that right there, I got 10 reasons why I should run for school board. Second is when I go to different organizations and different events held in our community, I see the lack thereof, or the none thereof of education with some of these people that I think should be educated for our community. For example, we did a community pantry through the 24-Hour Citizens Project here in Lafayette at the MLK Center. We got a lot of food insecurities on the north side. So King Center is a parking lot for the bus to pick up the kids. And I know as a kid, if I was hungry, it'd be hard for me to study. It'd be hard for me to pay attention on an empty stomach. So I started paying attention to those small little things, the small little different clues I would see across my community. And I want to be a voice, for the voiceless and an advocate for the ones that need to be advocated for. I'm also a 3-time published author. I wrote 3 books, so I know literacy is important. So I want to expound on literacy and go back to some of the programs we did when we was young. Like when we would read certain books during the summertime, we had programs where you could go to Pizza Hut and get a personal pan pizza once you write a book report on the book you read throughout the summer. That way you still give the kids a incentive to read. Because I traveled the world as a kid through a book. When I was young, I explored, I went all over the world out my grandmother's living room, just reading in a book. So I want to expound on literacy as well. So that's my main reasons for running.
When I know Lafayette Parish school system is making gains when it comes to literacy, so that seems like an excellent focus. Are there other focuses that you would want to address if you are elected? And we'll start with short-term issues.
All right, short-term issues. Quickly, if I'm successful October 14th, first thing I want to make sure is that our policies and our procurement situations is set up properly. I want to make sure that the infrastructure, with my 24 years of maintenance and facilities at UL Lafayette, I'm one of the key players on this university campus when it comes to troubleshooting different things for the university as far as maintenance and repairs. So we got a couple of schools that's a little older than others that I want to make sure that when we have a specialist or somebody that's a professional come speak to the board, that now I'm on the board knowing the language. I think some of the board members may not know the language that when they be talking in the work code, so I know the language to where I can see if that's really what's going on, So maintenance, infrastructure, policies and procedure. And another thing, making sure that we got enough teachers for our classrooms, because we do have a teacher shortage right now in the Lafayette Parish school system.
Well, great. And it's good to hear more about your short-term goals. As you look at the school system in the years to come? Are there long-term challenges you see that you believe the school board needs to be focused on addressing?
I feel that long-term, we should have a goal set that we should have all our schools in Lafayette Parish A and B schools. 5 years, A and B schools, because we have a bunch of failing schools. We got D schools, F schools, and we have schools that's maybe that's doing better than they normally do because they're doing better. But just to keep the momentum up and just keep finding ways to explore the possibilities to keep it up, keep putting programs in front of them, and not just for the students, for the teachers as well, just to have, give teachers more incentives, give pay to the teachers, get them encouraged, because there's a lot of work being a teacher these days in the school system.
Well, as an economic development organization, one of the questions we get all the time from businesses or talent that's looking to locate in our area is about public schools in the area. If someone was looking to move into Lafayette Parish and asked you about public education in Lafayette, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that the Lafayette Parish school system, our school system is growing. We getting better. We still have some improvement to do, but on the overall part, I think every kid is getting a fair and equal education. And I would encourage them to have their kids at Lafayette Parish school system.
And now I'll ask you about the residents of District 3 to speak to your voters. What would you tell your constituents in District 3 about why they should vote for Joshua Edmond for school board?
I would tell them to vote for Joshua Edmond, not because I'm running. Vote for Joshua Edmond on the research on my background. The last 10 years, I have did a lot of positive things in our community. With the potteries, the Hope Fest, the pantries, the mini libraries, the feeding the homeless. I can go on and on a list of things that the last 10 years that I did personal through my nonprofit or just being a support to other organizations. Vote for me for my community engagement, my community work. Don't vote for me because I'm just running. Look at my background. Look at what I did. I've been out here 10 years, boots on the ground, 24-hour citizen project, LCG, Habitat for Humanity, Women Build, Drug Court, sustainability projects on campus, Soul Camp, the big events. It goes on and on. You can look it up on the news articles. I've been boots on the ground. I'm a community advocate, a community strategist, and I just decided to run because I think that they need somebody that they could understand and that can bring it back to them to where they can understand the need and the need and the purpose of why we're running for school board. And that's my purpose, why I'm running for school board.
Well, thank you, Joshua. We truly appreciate your time helping the community get to know you today. And what you were just kind of getting into leads well into our final question for you, which is how can voters further engage with you as they're looking to make their decision in the fall?
Well, you can go on my website, www.joshedmond.com. You can go on my Facebook page, Josh Edmond on Facebook, or you can go on Instagram, BigJosh_Edmond on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn, Josh Edmond. You can go on my nonprofit page, allforOneFoundation.org. And look, you can just look me up, 337-296-9377. Call me direct. I'll answer the phone. If I don't answer, I'll call you back.
All right. Well, that was Joshua Edmond joining us. He's a candidate for Lafayette Parish School Board District 3. Joshua, thank you so much again for joining us and good luck in the fall.
Thank you so much for having me.